Hello, good day to you all, everybody. Welcome to AI Dungeon Crawlers. Today is Friday, September 10th, 2021. And welcome, as always, to the dungeon, where the five of us traverse the treacherous mind of a sinister AI, programmed with the insights of 10,000 authors, throwing universal quandaries at our every turn as we struggle to make the next greatest epic space opera since David Lynch tried to sell us on the most unbelievable sci-fi concept ever, that Sting can act. Just a friendly reminder that if you link your Amazon Prime to Twitch, you unlock Twitch Prime, gives you one free subscription to any channel on the platform per month. We would love it if you used it here. We also have a tip jar. Oh, sorry, please.
And a reminder that if you say Sting in the mirror 3 times, he will come out and say, I will kill him!
We also have a tip jar down below if after that you feel so inclined. But if you really want to support the show, be sure to share it with friends and family. Follow us on Instagram as well as like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. It is a huge help. But first, I can't help thinking, somewhere in the universe, there has to be something better than man. So let's try and find it. There we go.
I have no stars on it, Jack.
Oh, no. Is it just a green screen?
No, we can kind of see stars.
Oh, it's just kind of Listen.
I can
kind
of see stars, and that's all that matters because I'm capturing it.
It turns out space is big. Just like really big. It's harder than we thought it would be to find anything. It's just taking a really long time.
There are
long time.
And billions of stars, except for where you are, where there are no stars.
No stars at all.
Long time. Everybody's bored. But damn it, he's a man of action. A real go-getter. That's why he's the captain. He won't let his crew suffer like this. He's gonna put on the best damn talent show the universe has ever seen, and if they don't want to do it, he's gonna order them to do it, and he's our protagonist tonight. It's Jesse Beam. Hello, Jesse.
Hello there. General Kenobi.
He's got a full 2-act play going on here. Excellent. Hi, how was your week?
It was good. I'm working at TIFF, where unfortunately I will not be getting to see the new Dune, even though it is at TIFF, just not at my theater, which is too bad, because who doesn't love getting paid to watch movies?
What did you see this week?
I saw Dear Evan Hansen, and it was great. I saw Mothering Sunday, and it was not great.
Mothering Sunday?
Yeah.
Describe to me Mothering Sunday briefly.
Boobs and cigarettes. That's all it was.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it French?
No, it's British, actually.
All right.
Oh, well.
I feel like
Well,
there's some kind of bias going on here.
What? 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1. You would think documenting the wonders of the universe would be exciting. It is not, even for humanity's most powerful quantum computer. Then, a sudden flash of excitement. A memo from the captain to all crew members. A talent show. Finally, it's this little robot's time to shine. He's been recording the history of this ship for the last 300 years. Finally, there'll be someone to listen to him. He better get writing. 1 0 0 0 1. Whoa, slow down, Tiger. We've got to understand what you're saying. He's our narrator tonight. It's Eric Lehman.
Hi, Jack.
Hey, Eric.
I'm doing well this week. How are you?
Whoa. Hold on. You can't break the format. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't prepared.
No one ever asked Jack
I
about
wrote
himself.
5 paragraphs of monologue, but I didn't answer the question how I was. I'm fine. Thanks for
All right.
asking.
Well, you know what makes these awkward moments better, Jack? Drinking, which is why I've got martini. It's a space martini, an alpha centini, if you will.
I will, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
So if you want
closest
to join
drink to us, alcoholically.
If you want to drink,
Sorry,
join
go
in
ahead.
home to our AI Dungeon drinking game. I thought this week we could drink every time, of course. As always, the AI does something we don't like, and we want to retry it, so we'll drink to forget. And I thought we could drink any time. It gives us a celestial moral quandary. The kind of questions that could only be answered in the high depths of space.
Like what, Eric?
I don't know.
Like-
Look at these masticating aliens, and if we give them chewing gum, will it satiate their masticating hunger, or will they just become a super race of masticating maniacs.
Please
You
say
can stop saying
masticating a few
masticating.
more times.
Or whether to get a soup or a salad.
Salad.
Such
The ultimate questions.
such high brain function questions.
I love it. Thanks, Eric. Looking forward to
All
getting
right.
drunk all together as a group.
Great.
Stellar Nebula 418b6. Click. Stellar Nebula 418b7. Click. Stellar Nebula 418b8. Click. So many pictures, but nobody to look at them. It's a lonely life for our little stellar cartographer, but somebody's got to do the job. If only someone would look at his pictures. What's this? A memo from the captain to all crew members? A talent show? But his only talent is taking photos of space gas. What could he? A slideshow. Everyone loves a slideshow. But which one could he show? Stellar Nebula 418b? Stellar Nebula 418c? Stellar Nebula 418d? Oh, these are hard decisions and words to say. Hopefully he decides quick, because he's our illustrator tonight. It's Noah Schaefer.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Noah.
Hello. I'm back. I'm
You
happy
are
to
back.
be
Welcome back after your brief hiatus in Stellar
Right.
Nebula 418.
Yeah, it surprisingly takes a long time to go there and back.
You're right.
whole
Surprisingly.
Like a whole week, basically.
3.5 days, both ways.
Yeah.
What you got to show us this week, my friend?
What do I got to show you? Well, what I've got to show you is something actually from our Discord, kind of. So I asked people, because I was just like, you know what, I'm curious. I was like, what character from recent episodes or not are people kind of feeling? What do people want to see as more full, fleshed out designs? And so I got a few answers there, and I was like, okay. So I felt pretty good and happy. So I figured I'd start with a good old keyboard playing robot from a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Oh, it's
We
Mike.
got Mike.
Look at him.
Look at
Oh,
that.
wow.
We got Mike.
I see he's using the Casio 2800 there.
Yes.
Circa 2007.
Boy,
like-
howdy is he.
I like that he has plugged himself into the keyboard.
Yes. It's how
True
it,
modular control.
I want to
yeah,
watch
exactly.
a movie with this guy and make fun of it.
and you can, Anthony. You can watch the episode from a couple weeks ago.
Hey.
'Cause that's who he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
character. He's a character from an episode.
Wow.
I'm
He
very
sounds
happy.
just like Tom Servo.
I'm happy. I'm happy that I like the smoking pot sticker that he has just
Nice.
slapped onto him.
What style with his sweater?
I love
What a
the how are his
dapper
glasses
robot.
staying on? What a dapper man.
No,
They're taped.
Oh,
See?
they're taped up.
Oh,
It's the little touches.
I did not
right?
see that. That's
The
great.
mop for the hair.
That's some
Yeah,
powerful
oh, yeah.
tape.
I see that his keyboard has only 37 white keys.
And he doesn't seem to have fingers either. I'm not sure. how
Yes, he
he's
just
playing.
kind of these sort of planar spigots with which to smack buttons.
He can only
Well,
play
then-
chopsticks, and that's it.
No,
It feels-
Jesse, but that's the thing. That's why he's plugged in.
Oh, I see. Right.
Oh,
the arms
all
are just
the
for
other
show. I
buttons.
guess.
the arms are so that you're like, oh yeah, no, he's playing it, but he's plugged in because it's like one of those like old timey self playing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
pianos.
So he is the expression pedal, as it were.
He is, yes. He himself is an expression pedal. So this is the one I have this week. Hopefully next week I'm gonna have another character from a previous episode. I've already started working on one, and man, he is terrifying.
Oh,
Excellent.
God.
I cannot wait.
Can't wait to see that. Thanks, Noah.
No problem.
Checking engineering manifold epsilon lambda omicron subsection J1. It's fine. Checking engineering manifold epsilon lambda omicron subsection J2. It's fine. Checking engineering manifold epsilon lambda omicron subsection J3. And it's fine. Checking engineering manifold. Wait, what's this? A memo from the captain to all crew members? A talent show? He may be a crewman 7th class, but he's been preparing for this all his life. He's been studying everybody, because he'd rather be doing anything than checking engineering manifolds. Impressions are his game, and now is his time to shine. He can impersonate anybody, which is great, because he'll be playing everybody. It's the wonderful, the must-beloved
You must
Anthony Botello.
You must. You have no choice.
Welcome back, friend.
Hello.
Long time no see. How was your life in the last stretch?
That's a very personal question, Jack.
Right,
Let's slow
sorry.
down.
All
No,
right, answer it as
I've been
closely
great.
as
Thank
possible.
you. I've been good.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, Anthony, you have a podcast, The Wrong Station. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
The Wrong Station, which is this time, I can actually tell you that the new season's coming out at the start of October.
Yes, it
The Wrong
is.
Station is it's a horror anthology show.
I'm very
Different,
excited.
much like this show, different universe, different people every week, or every 2 weeks. But
And you co-write this, co-narrate this, etc.
etc., etc., etc.
For anyone looking for a new horror anthology podcast to get into, I highly recommend The Wrong Station. The writing is excellent. The performances are so much fun. It's a great show, genuinely. So thanks for coming by. It's great to have you with us.
Wow.
I know
Wow.
I'll be listening.
And, of course, slumped in the mess hall because, let's face it, why does anything matter? It's me, my 88 transistor omnicord. Go look it up.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Don't need to sound that defeated about it. Today, my friends, we're traveling through the depths of what is known as A1 space, the gaps between galaxies. Who knows what horrors and wondrous things we may find? Why, anyone who is there on our Monday stream will know, but we don't, because I forget all of it.
I don't.
Anthony wasn't here. Shall we, my friends?
We shall.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We must.
A1 space is the space between two galaxies. An area so vast that the borders have become blurred. There are many strange phenomena present in A1 space, some of which are caused by the monsters of the deep, and others which are caused by the intense energy of the universe. The A1 is constantly being pushed and pulled by the neighboring galaxies, making travel across it extremely difficult. You are Captain Xander Aughales, a male human in the Soul Refugee faction. You and your crew are sent to Gilbert's Ark, a colony ship that was sent to investigate the phenomenon known as the Millennium Flame, which was believed to be the beginning of the end of the universe. On the way to the Ark, you encountered something that destroyed your ship, killing all of your crew. The only living thing on the Ark is a small, yellow, cat-like creature that you have named Spot. Your equipment was damaged beyond repair in the crash, and you are stranded on the ship. All of your equipment has been destroyed, and you have nothing except for your rations, your spacesuit, and your multi-tool. You've been stranded on the ship for 2 days now. Your spacesuit bears the emblem of the Soul Refugees, but you are unsure if they will open a channel to you. The mission was supposed to be a secret, so you can't count on them coming to find you. The ship's communication should be a few decks above you. You'll have to make it there before your supplies run out. It's your only chance to contact anyone off the ship. And anyone out there would be better than no one in here. There's an elevator, but it has no power. The emergency stairs are working, however. You can take those.
Ah, good.
Aha!
We already know exactly where we need to go. Welcome to
we've-
A1 Space, aboard the strange Gilbert's Ark near the Millennium Flame.
I think we found our first moral quandary, Jack.
And
Is-
pose it
is,
to me. Pose
is
it.
anyone out there better
What?
than no one in here? Anyone?
Anyone
at all?
Anyone at all. Anthony, as our moral quandary expert, please answer the question.
Well, we must first define any, and we must first define one.
One.
Or perhaps first define any, and second define one. And then
All right.
we can
All
begin
right.
to ask the question.
I mean,
I'm gonna just interrupt you.
if one was Eddie, could it truly be one? Or is this just a self-refuting term, an absurdity?
I say
Is
we
why.
drink because I do
Oh.
not wish to know the answer.
There. Ah!
Ah, there it is. The infinite loophole.
I'll drink my decaf coffee. I'll play your game.
I'll play along.
You say.
Well,
So I
Spot,
say.
it seems our egress is clear. Let us take the stairs. After you, my furry friend.
Spot looks up at you with his large, innocent eyes. He seems to nod, then turns and heads down the stairwell. You hurry after him. Thank you.
Well, let's just
Anthony.
hit enter. Let's find out what happens.
Wait, I want to say one more thing.
Oh, sure. Sorry. I didn't realize the captain needed to quip every 15 steps.
Yes, that's what being a starship captain is all about.
My bad. Sorry, captain.
I'm also trying to trick the AI into making the cat talk.
You say.
You're not much for words, my friend.
You joke, but he doesn't respond. He
We have
continues
great
to
back
stare
and
at you
forth.
from the end of the hallway. You can nearly hear his ears twitching as you approach. As you reach the bottom of the stairwell, you find yourself in a long hallway with several doors leading into unlabeled rooms. The hallway extends ahead of you for about 40 feet, terminating at a large metal door identical to the one in the room behind you.
This is the most adventure gamey this AI has ever been in my life. First and foremost, however, shout out to Jaeger for subscribing. Welcome to the club.
Jammer girl!
Show, friend
Did
of the
it!
show, Jammer girl.
You did it! You finally made it! Secondly, how loud are the ears on this cat? Oh, God.
You open a holographic map on your wrist computer to see where the communications deck is from here. You access your wrist computer and open the map of the ship. The map lights up the path you've taken and shows your current location. You are currently on Deck A, Section 5C. From here, you have two options. A, head to Deck C and try to make your way to the communications room from there, or B, head to the docking bay on Deck B and try to find a spare flight suit so you can manually pilot the ship from inside of it.
So our options are go to the communications room or don't go to the
The
communications.
communications, try to pilot
Yeah,
the ship yourself.
And there's no other
I
option.
think
In fact,
what a
moral
moral quandary.
I immediately
First, we must
regret this
define
game.
the word head.
What is a deck truly? And B and C.
Can you pilot a ship
Excellent.
without
Let's-
true communication?
It sounds to me a spare flight suit means that they have these sort of suits that interact with the ship itself. You sit inside the cockpit. There's no controls except for your whole body
Oh, it's a flight suit. It's a suit you put on to make the ship fly.
to make the ship fly. You are the joystick. Much like Mike is the expression pedal, you become the joystick.
You become the Gundam G pilot.
Deep cut.
I mean, I got you.
Yeah, there we go.
You say.
Onward, Spot. Down to Deck C to see if we can open a communications channel.
Ah, witty.
Spot is very much a cat. He looks at you and spins in a circle, stretches his metafloring with one of his hind legs, and then heads off down the hall. You follow after him.
That's actually
Spot
how he lets you
stands
know.
at
Yes.
the door.
Affirmative, I'm on board.
Spot stands at the doorway to the stairwell and stares at you, waiting. You walk up to the door and place your hand on the scanner. The door clicks open, and you both walk into the stairwell.
How does this ship recognize us?
There's probably bioscans.
But this isn't our ship. We were sent unless it's a human ship, so maybe it's just
Maybe
a,
we have like a biochip that's like a captain's module biochip that makes
Oh,
us.
sure. It recognizes you having authority. They can kind of like from where you were sent off give you authority to access parts of the ship.
Yeah.
Well, we could say
Nice.
that we've always been on the ship.
Not a
We're a
moral
clone.
quandary, but a fun sentence. Ooh. Country Bun says Noah's illustration here makes me think of old adventure games like Deja Vu and Shadowgate.
Yeah.
I don't know either of these.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that that's kind of what I was going for. So
It feels like it. I love this because you have a little bit of the UI here, this long corridor of doors.
In a very square corridor where everything is very gentle.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfectly measured from every corner.
You stare down the dark stairwell. 2 flights away stands the door to the communications deck, as per your map. The stairwell is uncomfortably dark, and the hollow lights are disabled. You can only make out the light coming from the door you just came through, and the one at the bottom of the stairwell. The light bulb in that one is half burned out, creating an eerie, constantly shifting shadow across the walls and the stairs.
Ooh.
The walls are metal, and the steps are tightly packed concrete. There is nothing else on this floor, except the doors leading into and out of this stairwell. You don't anticipate finding anything worth seeing down here.
Except the communications deck.
Yeah, this
Except
is where
the
we
thing
want to
that
be,
you're searching
right?
for, I guess. I guess you could go see that.
I don't
hate
know.
concrete.
Maybe we're an explorer at heart. We want to find if there's anything worth seeing. Which thus
Concrete
far.
spaceship. What a choice.
Yeah, that's bold, right? Concrete's a very heavy.
They were really
heavy
into
material.
brutalism.
Oh, right.
You
Soul's
need that
brutalist
Gothic
for-
architecture inside your ship.
Yeah. Alternatively, the Millennium Flame turns everything into concrete. The heat death of the universe, the gray goo, as it were, is just concrete
All
brutalism.
will be concrete together.
All will be concrete together. Yes, all but one molecule, the concrete molecule.
A concrete molecule. Never changing. The most noble of gases. Your steps
ignoble.
echo in the hollow stairwell as you slowly walk down to the communications deck. You can't share the bizarre prickling on the back of your neck. You can't shake the bizarre prickling on the back of your neck. Something is watching you. You ready your tasers. Many tasers. No captain is good without at least
One
2
in each
tasers.
hand.
Taking comfort in their familiar weight in your hands, you continue down the stairs, unsure of what lies ahead of you. You hear a quiet, high-pitched squeal coming from the top of the stairwell. The hairs on the back of your neck prick up, and you freeze in place. Your hearing sharpens, and you can make out the sort of soft sounds of movement all around you.
Uh-oh.
Sounds of movement. So eerie, so disconcerting.
Spot,
Not
please
big.
quiet your ears.
He's definitely watching you.
Oh, God. Spot, please. How does Spot hear anything with those noisy ears getting in the
Oh
way?
my goodness.
Spooky.
What is it? What is destroyed?
could
We
possibly
never
be
learned
watching
what
us?
actually destroyed the ship, right?
No, concrete.
We might be about to. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
Without turning around, you carefully clock the direction of the noise, tightening your grip on your tasers and holding your breath. You can make out 4 red eyes peering at you from the railings of the landing above you. You feel a presence looming over you, smothering you.
Oh, God.
Your muscles tense, and your body prepares to lash out or flee. You swing around with both tasers, but see nothing there.
What in the hell is wrong with you? Or what in the name of God is wrong with you? Either one, your choice.
An old man's voice says. You breathe a sigh of relief.
Thank
good
God.
people.
It's just a harmless old man.
Just the geriatric wing. Classic. On every starship. Never have to worry about those. Red Gamer Soul says,
You
is
see
it the cat?
Jag Vestig, the sub-sergeant of the Swole Patrol, a dumb muscle with the heart of gold who's currently off mission.
Jag Vesteg. Was this a redemption?
It was to do something stupid.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
think-
I
Alright.
can't see redemptions on the restream chat. That's interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, we cannot. I can only see it as a chat. So do let me know if there's a redemption.
So, Mysterious B is redeemed. Do something stupid. You see Jag, J-A-G-G, Vesteg, V-E-S-T-E-G.
Also,
A sub-sub.
Restream is quite passive aggressively congratulating us on receiving 100 messages today. You did
Good
it.
for you. Good for
Wow.
you.
You can tweet about it. Press this button.
Oh, I got 100 messages.
Good for you. Let's see here. No, they did not, if I were to venture a guess. Oh, did you see my do something stupid from before? No.
Oh.
Did Misha Life give us
Wait.
one?
Nisha Life. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Restream. Let me see if there's a way that I can have it be visible to me.
Hold on,
Because that's
I've
very
got the
important.
chat open.
I don't see Misha Life's do something stupid.
What is the name of our... It's not in the pin. What is the name of the company, the thing that sent us to investigate? Our guild.
We're
Does it ha-
we're
do
the
we have one?
refugees of Soul. So,
But we were sent to investigate this crashed ship, right? Who sent us?
The Refugees of Soul.
The Refugees of Soul?
Yes.
yeah. So I think we're people exiting Soul looking for a new home. Yeah. In a new galaxy. Or a place between galaxies.
A space between spaces, if you will. This activity feed is deeply unhelpful. Let's see here.
Well, let's decide right now. Is this person who just spoke up going to be this old man, or is this going to be Jag?
I'm making him Jag. I guess he's
The
just
old man.
old and retired now.
What in the name of God is wrong with you?
A handsome man, Jeg. A man most unlike his name.
Xander, you've been skipping out on the gym these last few days. I can tell.
Misha Life would like Fire Sword ska band. So maybe Jack at some point, if a ska song so entices you,
What?
you could play us some ska.
I'll play some ska on all of these CS80s I have in front of
Yeah,
me.
it's space
Ska?
ska.
Nah.
Space
ska.
ska.
From the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boom.
What?
Oh.
All right.
You say.
Jag Vesteg, the sub-sergeant of the Swole Patrol, I presume. I suppose the refugees hired some dumb muscle with a heart of gold, did they?
Indeed, they did.
Jaeger says with a chuckle.
They turned him into Mick Jagger, it seems. That's not your name.
I think it's a soft Y. It's like a Jaeger.
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 I thought so.
You say.
I'm afraid I can't let you through. The captain's orders. Captain being me.
Oh, I know.
Jaeger says with a
Bit of a head
shrug.
cold there.
Jaeger sits down next to you on the stairs and lights a cigar from a small flame that appears in his hand.
Wow.
He has prestidigitation.
I also love his 4 eyes. Nice, Noah. This is sick.
Oh, Jag.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do I look like? Ah, look at that beefy head.
Look at the size of that
flame
nose.
A 4-eyed Adonis, if I've ever seen one. And I do in the mirror every
Every
morning.
day. Four times in the mirror.
Hey!
He draws on it with relish before expelling a thick cloud of smoke.
Was that a
What
jar
a
of
great
mayonnaise?
line, AI.
Just like, yeah, draws on it with relish is excellent.
That's a great line.
Sorry, do you mind if I smoke? I didn't ask.
I know we're on
Patrick-
a spaceship, and it's not really what we should be doing.
Oxygen-rich environment. I do like that it sounds like Patrick Warburton with a head cold.
You say.
You can't smoke that in stairwell, Jag.
What the hell not?
Jaeger asked with a furrowed brow.
Which one?
You roll your eyes at him.
Because this isn't a fracking ashtray, that's why.
All right.
He says, snuffing the burning butt in the back of his hand.
Oh, yes, all right.
The skin buzzes and melts around the swollen burn. He drops it to the ground and grinds it into the metal floor with his heel. Wow, when did the AI get so good at describing cigars?
I don't know. I think it's because of the space opera pin. Shout out to Hoss003-112_new, followed by Hoss003-112_ click here. Yeah, this sounds like a bot.
Wow, welcome.
I've heard one.
Thank you for following. Unless you're a bot, in which case we don't like your kind around here.
We don't like your fracking kind.
I'll have to wait outside. They don't serve droids in here.
You say.
Now then, I've got to make it to the communications deck. Make yourself useful and watch my pack.
Done.
Jaeger says with a nod. You nod and begin walking down the hallway towards the communications deck.
For the record, the small patrol are the Vortals, and the Vortals can lift 500 pounds of weight and can have the ability to teleport anywhere at will.
Teleport to the communications deck and tell me where it is, why don't you?
Please. This man he's lighting a cigar, for one. It's great, a baller move, but he can just teleport us anywhere. Uh-oh. I see
this
this
is my favorite visual character that we've had on this show.
I love the number of brows he has.
That's amazing, Noah. And his nose and his wide mouth and his strange flame. I love him.
He's got stubble on his head, but clearly only grows 12 hairs at a time.
It's because of all the creatine I take.
He's,
I lost my hair.
He burnt all of his spell
creatine.
slots casting prestidigitation, and now he can't teleport.
I have to use spell slots to cast a cantrip.
That's right.
That's how much of a terrible wizard I am.
You look to see where Spot has gone. Spot is no longer following you.
Spot, stay by my side.
You shout angrily.
What'd you say?
Jaeger asks, cupping his hand to his ear.
Never mind.
You mutter as you turn a
Don't
corner
you.
and continue down the hallway. You notice something odd about Jaeger. His boots are leaving an imprint on the metal floor.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds scary.
Oh my gosh.
Is
Do we
he
have a
super
moral
heavy?
quandary? Do we have prejudice against people who leave imprints on metal floors?
No. I think the moral quandary, it's not even a moral quandary. The quandary is, why is he leaving imprints in solid metal?
That's a question. That's not a quandary.
What
You
is a
don't have
quandary?
two options.
The quandary is because he does, or because something weird's happening. Those are the answers.
He's a big swole man.
Oh,
Everything's
the
a
morality
quandary,
of
Eric.
does he leave them or not?
The morality of, can I answer this question correctly? Space
Should I be
vampires can be
captain
detected by
if
the
I
fact that they
can't?
leave imprints on metal. Sorry, go ahead.
You turn the corner and continue down the hallway. You notice something odd about Jaeger. His boots are leaving an imprint on the metal floor. You look down at the metal floor and see the brushed chrome has started to melt. You too are now leaving imprints on the metal floor.
Jaeger, don't move.
You say, trying not to panic. Jaeger looks at you, but his eyes widen in panic. He starts to jiggle around.
Stop
As he
jiggling,
does so,
Jaeger. Stop it.
Stop
moving.
burn through the metal floor. Classic amateur move, the jiggling. The more he struggles to escape, the quicker the floor burns away.
Oh, frack!
Jaeger says, struggling even harder.
I
Oh
like
my
these
god,
canonic-
Jaeger's doomed.
No, Jaeger!
I mean, he is dumb. We've established that, right?
No, I'm strong enough. I can do it. Please, I'm trying.
You say,
Stay still, damn it.
I'm trying. Except
Jaeger
I'm not.
cries. The molten metal runs down, creating a pool of glowing red liquid around you. It reaches your boots and the rubber begins to burn away. Soon enough, the heat becomes unbearable, and your skin begins to burn.
Oh!
Eventually, the floor beneath you is gone, and you fall into a pit of fire. Your skin burns away, and your flesh blackens and
jeez.
cracks. You scream in agony as you fall further into the pit of flame.
What?
All right, so
I'm
we
not
got
gonna
it.
lie.
Break.
This isn't what I intended to have happen. I realize now that seeding the floor melting away probably had no other option. But we could try again.
But we could also take an act break, but see that we found the Millennium Flame.
Yes, some people are
yes, yeah,
saying the
maybe
Millennium
this is,
Flame.
yeah.
Others asking, is this an illusion? But it seems like a great place to take a quick act break. Sound good to everybody?
Sounds
The
good to
mysterious
me.
P has it right though. Classic Sierra. I
Oh,
hope you
walked
all have
down the
a.
hallway.
I hope you
walked
have
down
I hope you have 10 saves ready to go.
This is actually the new Space Quest game.
I've
Yeah, you
had
forgot
10
to pick up
saves
the
ever
mirror
since you
in the
lit that
second
damn
room.
cigar.
All right, friends. Act break means trivia time. And not just any trivia. I actually don't know the kind of trivia. Eric, what are we playing today?
Oh, well, Jack, two of my favorite things are trivia and discovery.
Okay.
And so I thought we'd play some discovery trivia today.
Wow, all right.
So it's easy to know in today's day and age, where we're highfalutin, enlightened folks of the 21st century. It's easy for us to deal with sci-fi concepts like, multi-dimensions and space travel and, crazy quantum physics. But it wasn't always the time, and someone had to come up with these ideas, right? With these knowledges of space. So I thought it would be fun today if we tested how well all of you know who discovered these ideas that we take for granted.
Oh, fun.
In
all
our
right.
grand exploration of the cosmos.
What's the game called so I can give you a dramatic sting?
Space Discoveries. Neat.
Oh,
Lovely. It was great. Well,
I named it a quantum of discoveries.
That's great. That's even better than what I said.
better.
I didn't
Favorite
look at
Bond
it.
film.
Quantum of Discoveries. All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Nowadays, multiverse. Old hat. We all heard about it. That every decision splits off into infinite universes. Blah, blah, blah. We've all heard the old story. But who was the first person to postulate that there may be an infinite amount of universes? Buzz in with the greatest eureka moment.
Yaha! Ha ha! Was it Edgar Allan Poe in his poem
Edgar Allan
Eureka?
Poe. It was not Edgar Allan Poe, Jack. Why did you think it was?
Because I was watching QI Season 1 recently, so I know all kinds of weird facts, and it turns out that the last poem Edgar Allan Poe ever wrote, titled Eureka, predicted the discovery of things such as the Big Bang, string theory, multiverse theory, and many other weird science facts that we take for granted today.
No, it was not Edgar Allan Poe.
Aha!
Really interesting fact. Jesse!
It was Gary Gygax, because multiverses was the only way he could explain his conflicting plot elements in his tabletop games.
It was not Gary Gygax, however much I admire the man.
Thanks for watching, Gary. Big fan.
Thanks for watching, Gary.
Big fan.
Anthony, Mr. Botello.
Was it Planck?
Blank?
Planck?
Of Planck's constant.
After whom we have the unit of measurement?
The Planck constant?
Yes.
Well, that was a very good, legitimate guess, but alas, 'twas not. Grand physicist Planck.
'Twas who?
'Twas who? You got 5 seconds. Anyone who wants to bring in 5.
Oh, it was some big nerd.
Was it Einstein? I don't know.
What?
I wanted to say Einstein.
You ye of little faith. Why, it was none other than Xander, ancient Greek philosopher and scientist in the 5th century BCE.
Greeks do everything.
That dweeb.
Yeah, that asshole.
nerd.
Right. All up on himself.
Xander.
Yeah.
What a name.
So he produced this theory that there was an infinite sense of universes, and he was one of the first in the Greek tradition to believe that there was that the laws of the universe consisted as a constant, much like the laws of our societies, and that they were not to be broken and should not be, predating even Socrates and the Aristotelian method. So
It's
Fun
time
fact.
for Animax, Xander.
He probably figured
Everything
an
to
alternate
the-
universe is the only way where Athens could kick Sparta's butt, right?
Misha Life says, I believe I was closest with my guess of my neighbor, Bob.
Because you live in ancient Greece.
So, who gets the point, Eric?
the universe for being
All
right, the
discovered a little
universe-
more.
I don't think anyone deserves the point.
All right, universe.
I can't wait for the
gets a
universe to
single point.
recap Act 1, guys.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm enjoying a grand martini today, and I'm a little bit tipsy. And as we all know, the Earth itself is a little bit tipsy on its axis. And it was discovered by this great philosopher, mathematician, and astrologian. But what other liquid substance that all believed was true did this person discover to be simple pinpricks, even years before the telescope?
Wait,
Which
sorry,
person?
say that again.
What?
So this person discovered that the Milky Way was not a vast series of liquid as it was, but postulated that this was stars. Each little
Oh,
pinprick
are
was
we guessing the person? Yes.
guessing the person?
Yes.
Oh,
Jesse.
I would like to guess that it was Copernicus. That sounds right to me.
Incorrect.
Yaha! Hey,
Jack.
Galileo.
That's also a name in this vein, but no, it was not
Say.
Galileo.
Oh dear.
Galileo was
was
my first thought, and then I thought, well, Copernicus was first. I don't know.
Going along with the theme, is this perhaps Pliny,
It was not. Wait, which Pliny are you speaking of?
the elder?
It was not Pliny.
Not the younger one who wrote all those rude letters.
I know,
Fuck that guy.
we don't bring
if you
him
had
up
to
on this
ask-
show. This is a show with class.
I love
Pliny
his
the
letters.
Millennium.
He's such an
Was it?
asshole.
Noah, would you like to take a stab?
Oh
Stab in the
god.
dark.
Literally all of my guesses have already been taken.
I like 1, 2, 3. Don't listen to me. Says filio something or other. Fuck me. I think that's a great.
Dr. Satan is Country Bun's answer.
Dr. Satan.
We have Plato or Isaac Newton. Also Celia.
Celia.
From, yeah.
It will
Alas, ye of little scientific knowledge, it was none other than Nasir al-Din de Tusi,
Oh.
Ah.
despite being 300 years earlier than Copernicus, who was the first to demonstrably prove it, posed this, and he was a grand mathematician in what we now call Turkey. Absolutely brilliant. He comes up with this idea. He also has several mathematical proofs that are really interesting. Like he came up with the idea, like that if you have a circle and a circle with twice the diameter, if you run the circle around, 1 point on the smaller circle will make a straight line up and down and everything. He was a
Oh,
mathematical
fun.
genius.
Lovely.
Yeah, well, did he have a Twitch stream? And I think
yeah.
I think he
not.
did a podcast.
He didn't have an AI dungeon, so.
that you could run. Anyways, he came up with I believe a mathematical proof for the fact that the Earth was how the Earth spun, but also postulated, despite just based on this mathematical knowledge, just years before Copernicus was able to prove it, that the Milky Way was in fact not a way of milk
liquid on
through
which
the
we-
sky, but
Ha!
stars.
It was not milk.
So
Wonderful.
yeah,
No points.
I-
Points to the universe once again.
again,
Good
or
old universe.
points to milk for keeping its integrity
Points
and
to
not just
milk.
going everywhere.
Good job, Bill.
Let's try. Let's try this next one because no one has to win, but someone has to lose.
Someone has to
beat
lose.
universe,
It'll be
yes.
me.
The true moral quandary of the world. But, all right. Crap, what do I have written here?
That's a moral quandary.
I have Jeopardy. I have like Friends Jeopardy that I did
All
like,
right.
months ago. If you need me to tag in.
Thanks,
This
Country
is
Bun.
an easy one, okay?
All right. Okay. All right.
We all know now that the sun is at the center of the solar system.
Not gonna be easy.
We all know that, right? We all know that the sun is at the center of the solar
Yes.
system.
Sure-
we all
sure
know
we do, Eric,
the Earth
sure.
goes around it. But that was a hotly contested issue for a long time. The fact that the Earth moved, that we don't like that.
Oh,
But who was the first person to question that perhaps there was a heliocentric model of the
first
solar
person
system?
to question it.
To postulate.
Eureka!
Jesse,
I'm going to say that it was Aristotle. Because that man was a genius with his pants on fire.
incorrect. He thought flies have 4 legs. He was a complete moron. Jesse loses a point.
What are you talking about?
Fun fact, everyone thought that flies had 4 legs because Aristotle postulated it. And no
Didn't
one
he also
bothered
say
to
things
check.
like the sun is made of water and other stupid shit?
Yeah. Well, they believe...
Why'd you pick Aristotle?
Because he's hilarious.
Many cultures actually believe that the entire space, like the heavens, were made of an ethereal fluid. Anyone else?
Eureka!
Anthony?
I'm gonna take the klaxon here because I know it's like someone probably 10 years before him, but let's just say Copernicus. Get it out of the way.
It was not Copernicus.
Copernicus.
But it was Copernicus.
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 His elder
It was
brother
Copernicus.
from another universe.
Copernicus.
Anyone else? Anyone else want to try?
Eureka something awful.
I get that a lot, Jack,
Boo.
but I'll take your answer anyway.
Plato.
'Twas not Plato.
Ah.
Yeah. But we're in the right area. It is an ancient
Okay.
Greek, as
Oh, yeah.
many of
Alright.
these things tend to be.
So of course, what should we name this town in California? I don't know, Eureka? Sure.
Very funny. It's good. It's good.
Eureka, Santa Monica.
Noah?
Pythagoras.
'Twas not. That's a great guess, but 'twas not
great guess.
Pythagoras, rock star of the ancient world, traveler to India and many other places. No, it was none other than
obsessed with numbers.
Aristarchus of Samois.
Ah,
Yes,
that fellow.
Eric.
You were so close. Jesse,
Eric,
I
you
was
do it.
close with our
close.
Eris something.
Yeah. I'll give it to Jesse because
No,
it had
wait,
an A.
I can't get points in this game. It's against the
No,
rules.
you lost a point
No.
and then you gained a point.
Okay, so
gained
I'm
it
sitting
back.
at -0.
You're actually
Wait.
net 0 right now. Yeah.
You're sitting at
Yeah.
-0.
Yeah, -0. It's an irrational thing.
Copernicus was aware that he had postulated that the Earth is in motion, which is very heretical because everyone thought the Earth had to be center and fixed in the center of all the cosmos created by God at the time of Copernicus.
Hello.
But it's debated whether or not Copernicus actually understood that he did postulate a heliocentric universe in the center.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's fun. All right, last question, everyone.
Oh.
This is for the point. This
Okay.
is for the point.
For all the point.
The point that will win the game.
Here we go.
All right, I know you are all
I've never been more tense.
well-read, fine gentlemen
Oh,
of standing. So
This
I'm sure
game
you
has
are
proven
all familiar with Olber's paradox, postulated by
intimately.
famous.
But just in case someone isn't.
in case someone in the chat needs to know,
Yeah,
it
of
was
course.
by postulated by Henrik Wilhelm Olbers, who said that if the universe is static, as at the time they believed to be not in motion, there was a paradox that all the stars would come and hit the Earth, and over time the night sky would be completely illuminated, and would be completely lit up, right? And we would have no nighttime. But of course, that's not the case. So this would be a paradox for, of course, the fact that the universe is not static.
It
But
sounds like
who
we
is
were a
the
bunch of idiots
first?
back then.
Yeah, right. Who is the first person to postulate that perhaps, or not so, but offer? I wouldn't even say postulate. He offered the correct solution to Olber's paradox in 1848. Who's the first person to offer the correct?
Man, I don't know.
Eureka!
Jesse,
It was Charles Dickens.
it's not Charles Dickens.
I can't
Dickens
think of anyone
himself.
from the
Okay.
1800s.
You're across the pond.
It was
He's
the
an
Muppet
American.
version of Charles
Yeah,
Dickens.
there we go. Yeah.
It was the Gonzo version of
And
Charles
America-
Dickens.
So as Charles
He knew the universe like the back of his hand.
Well, I think that the Olber's paradox could completely.
We're getting
I've been
Kaiser
doing some
Wilhelm in the
thinking,
chat.
and
I like that.
Why do we assume that the universe is in motion?
Hamburg.
Jack, do you know it? Jack, do you know
No, Eric!
Of course he doesn't know it.
it? You fool,
say
Jack,
someone
you
from the
do
1800s.
know it! What was in fact Edgar Allan Poe, and Jack gets the point!
Ah!
So,
Damn it!
in Edgar Allan Poe's last essay, Eureka,
I'm so angry.
also called an essay of material and spiritual universe, he completely intuited the fact and questions many things about man's relationship to God, but with absolutely no scientific or mathematical backing. He nailed it, and he said exactly what it was, proving that the only thing we really need to fight is our prejudices. Jack gets the point. Jack, give us a
Hey,
recap.
all right. I'll take it. Great. Ah, what an exhausting and very stupefying game. It would be great if I knew half of these names, let alone 1/4 of them.
Nah, I'm
Can't
just thinking
wait
adventure.
for next week's trivia when it's obscure Latin phrases.
All right, me, Poe, and me are gonna go down this way.
Oh,
'Cause if anyone's ever seen that episode of Adventure Brothers,
I've not.
no.
I have.
factored
You are
into
alone.
this show
Never
at
mind.
all.
No longer. Okay. Unfortunately, it falls upon me to do too much work. I must, in 60 seconds, give a full recap of everything that has happened thus far. Someone would like to time me, please, and thank you.
Oh, I don't even have my phone. I do have my phone.
I'll time your ass.
You will.
I'll
All
time
right.
your ass harder than you've ever been timed in your life.
Oh, God.
You
Get
you
your
better
ass
go.
ready.
You're wasting time.
Oh, God!
Bucko. No one can see this.
Deep. in
Not a person
A1
can see this.
space, the gap between galaxies. A man, Xander Aughales, was sent by the sole survivors to investigate a ship called Gilbert's Ark, a colony ship that was sent off to investigate a phenomenon known as the Millennium Flame, but was lost sometime in the intermediary. Eventually, he arrives, but a horrible accident with what I
Oh, look at
presume
that. You
is
only got
the
30
Millennium
seconds
Flame.
left.
Oh, God! With what I assume is the Millennium Flame has left him alone, stranded, no crew except for him and his good friend, a cat with 3 eyes named Spot. He journeys upwards towards the
15.
communications array, and along the way is like, oh God, there's somebody looking at me, and he discovers that it is a man from the Vortals whose name is Jaeger, a teleporting strong man who lights a cigar immediately and says, we're here to find the place together, and we're going to communicate. We're going to save you. We did it.
You know what? I guess we never went to the floor because you didn't get to that part.
This is really
retconned.
hard. I regret making you do this every week, guys. I'm so sorry.
And yet nothing shall change.
Nothing shall change.
I enjoy it.
Trim the fat, baby. That's all you gotta do.
You're right. We were walking down a hallway, and the ground is melting beneath our feet. And is it an illusion? Is it the Millennium Flame itself? Let's find out. Take us away.
Flames of Millennia.
There is text.
Is there? Oh my god.
Yes.
You look at Jaeger. Oh.
Before
wait,
that,
wait.
right after we scream
You
in
feel a
agony.
strong grip across your midsection as Jaeger lifts you out of the flame, into the ledge, onto the ledge, safe from the flame. Luckily, his species are so strong. You both gaze down at the fire. It's kind of romantic, if you know what I mean. It was a strong man. You look at Jaeger and open your mouth to thank him, but he interrupts you.
Don't talk.
He whispers.
It's not over yet. We're not safe.
Jaeger looks terrified. His eyes are wide in panic, and his pupils are tiny. He slowly moves away from the ledge you're on and into another hallway.
Oh no. What could possibly be in the way? King of Autumn 96 says, note to self, never let Jack speed read recaps again.
Oh wait, there is a redemption.
Yeah, Red Gamer Soul. A Fakir comes out to save you and your ally.
No, there are 2 redemptions.
Oh God.
You hear down the hallway a combination of steam hissing, a beast growling, and the benevolent robotic voice of the ship's AI, Hex.
All right. So not only do we have a humanoid fishman known as the Fakir coming to save us, but a hideous electronic steam beast controlled by the ship's AI, Hex, is down the hallway as well.
And it seems Spot is in an allyship with the Fakir.
Ah, because Spot disappeared to go find the Fakir.
You say.
The Millennium Flame is far more painful than I expected. We need to go.
You say.
I can't go. Not yet.
Jaeger says.
I'm not committed to the cause.
Oh, finally some commitment from you, my friend.
I must stay and fight. I'm gonna punch this fire until I'm sure who's boss.
Jaeger says.
It's the only way I'll earn redemption.
What about your family?
You ask.
I don't care for them much. Not when I have a worthy cause right here.
Jaeger says with a shrug.
Eh,
I feel like he's a very deep person. Jaeger's got a lot going on.
It's worthy.
Yeah.
Spud Wizard points out that we are all pronouncing Fakir incorrectly, and it is indeed Fakaki. There are 2 C's. Fakaki. As according to their description, oh right, it is pronounced FCCE.
Okay.
Per their description, you are supposed to spell it, but I will say Fakaki,
FCCE.
which let's be dangerous. Don't watch your back, everybody.
Dare to be stupid.
Dare to be stupid. Are we keeping this? Does this make sense? That I guess we're losing Jaeger, who's going to go fight the flames?
I'm going to tell him to stop.
Okay.
Because you see, there's a Fakaki. Let me
Good save.
I need
Well
to make
played.
sure I get enough C's in here. 1 second.
Right. 2 C's, 2 E's.
2 C's. The
1 F followed by
FCC.
2 CC's
I think-
of EE.
King of Autumn has pronounced us with, I think, a space moral quandary. Does
What?
Jaeger need therapy? If we were to meet an alien species whose psychology was so different from ours that our values could not coalesce,
Right.
would it be right to force them into therapy because they serve in
To
our
sit
ship?
them down across from a human shrink, lie them down in a chair that might be uncomfortable for them, and subject them to human thought psychosis.
Yeah.
Well, he smokes cigars and
I mean,
has a general sense of honor. We're
it's-
probably closely aligned enough
It
that it
seems
would be
pretty
functional.
chipper. You know, just because you don't care too much for your family and you want to punch some flames doesn't mean you have problems.
I say we drink to the cause that is therapy.
You decide, Jack.
I'll drink to that.
You say.
Hold on a moment, Jaeger. Sorry. Look down that hallway. Spot has returned, and Fikaki are following him.
Jaeger's eyes widen when he looks down the hallway. A small army of Fakir troops are storming down the hallway.
Squirming down the
Oh,
hallway.
it's a squirmy fish. I just can't stand them. I can't. Good thing I'm not in the story. Storming down the hallway, led by your friend, Spot.
That's a trap.
Jaeger says.
Let's go.
They've friended me. They're not going to kill us.
What,
You
on
say?
like Facebook? Nice talking.
You know, that means nothing.
They liked my profile picture last week.
We have many mutual friends on Instagram.
Jaeger grabs your arm and pulls you away from the ledge you're standing on. A moment later, the ledge falls away, straight down into the fire. That fire wants you.
What's bad?
Jaeger's like, yikes. Ooh, close call there, bucko.
What's going on?
Oh, wow. Can't believe we almost came this far. We could have died.
Because someone asked. It's not quite Patrick Warburton's a little bit more like this. We're gonna bring it more to the top in front of our face. So we're gonna do Jaeger. That's your
like
Jaeger
Jaeger.
tutorial for the day.
Can you tell us a little bit about Jaeger? Do we know him from the past?
We must have seen his crew.
Oh, well, I suppose it's a question for Xander. Xander Aughales. It's been a while. You son of a bitch, how are ya?
I mean, they did describe his voice as an old man's voice.
Oh, we retconned that.
That's immediately been changed to this.
This is what old men sound like in this universe.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, we're in this.
Someone else will get the old man voice.
Who knows what an old Vordel sounds like?
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. We do, apparently, and it's this.
Exactly. Jaeger. Jaeger grabs your arm and pulls you away from the ledge you're standing on. A moment later, the ledge falls away, straight down into the fire. A harsh buzzing and growling sound rings in your ears as the ship's AI, Hex, blares to life.
Emergency Millennium Flame safety protocol activated.
It screeches.
The flames below have incinerated multiple key tax collectors. All fire safety protocol systems are online. Please move away from the fire. Please, please, please.
Robotic female voice then says,
Please move to a fire-free area or your lives will be at risk.
Come on!
Jaeger says, sprinting down the hallways, past the flames. The fire shuts off behind you, cutting off your retreat.
I'm not quite sure what that last sentence means, but oh no! The Fakir tax collectors.
I never trusted those fish.
Space fish.
So is this a defense our ship has then?
Our ship for some reason didn't activate the Millennium Flame defenses upon arrival, but now that we're here, was like, oh, we should get on that. We're
Is this
a little
what
behind the times?
Is this what Faki call friended? They're like, you're our friend. Now give us taxes.
Don't worry, they friended us. Oh, you poor naive fool.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
You say.
We can't leave Spot and the Fikaki behind. They've friended me, after all.
In a split second, you've made your decision. You turn to Jaeger and nod.
I know where to go.
You say. You sprint forward. Jaeger, forward deeper into the bowels of the ship. Jaeger doesn't follow. He's stopped. In place.
Go!
You shout, turning around in response. Jaeger runs after you. He continues down the hallway as flames erupt from behind you, chasing you
cardio.
down like predators hunting their prey.
Oh God,
It seems
that's
like
awesome.
Jaeger had a certain moral quandary in a moment.
Oh, why? What could it have been? What could
Anthony,
he?
what was Jaeger's moral quandary that caused him to stop?
Oh God, I made some suspect expense claims on my last tax season, so I don't want to get fucked by the space IRS.
Oh, you mean fracked?
Fracked by the space
Watch your
IRS.
language. Come on.
And I definitely don't want to get fracked. That'd be even worse. Way worse.
It's much more American, though, isn't it? Well drunk,
my
everybody. Drink for the moral quandary.
I tried to write off my gym membership because I need to be big and strong for my job.
He doesn't even go to the gym. That's where the quandary comes from.
He's swole. No, he's swole.
He's so swell, but he has an at-home gym, but he pays for a membership, but he never goes.
Just so he can write it off? Why would you do that?
I mean, like, I go there once a month when I want to use the jammers, but everything else I can just do at home.
It's got a really nice sauna.
It costs it costs $300 a year, but he also sneaks some of his groceries in there and calls it part of it. So he just kind of like rounds it up to 500 and writes all of it off.
What do you think? Do you think plant-based protein is free? Do you know how much more expensive that stuff is than whey?
No way.
And he's very conscious of his dairy product usage.
You nod at Jaeger, and he grabs your waist. He activates his incredible strength and jumps, carrying you with him, and you both soar above the flame pit to the far hallway, where Spot and the Fakir are dashing away from danger. Spot, startled, turns to look at you. He's obviously surprised to see you.
Are you following me?
Yes.
There it is.
Ah, you'll speak.
There he is. Ah, Spot.
No, I'm escaping the flames.
You
Duh.
say, annoyed. You turn to Jaeger.
You can put me down now.
Oh, all right, sorry.
Jaeger complies, dropping you onto the ground.
I have flames this hallway anyway. It's a serious question.
Yeah, I'm about to answer it.
Oh no, there is an answer right there. Just scroll down slightly more.
What?
There is already an answer.
Oh, I thought that was more of Jaeger's line, but all right. The ship is trying to kill us.
Oh, that's true. Oh, it could have been me. The ship is trying to kill us.
Unless you have an answer now. Yeah.
Fire.
I do.
I don't know.
Oh, I see. Why are there flames in the hallway? Then Jaeger postulates that the ship is trying to kill us.
The ship
It
is
must
trying
be
to
that.
kill
He
us.
says it. Not even a question mark will grace this sentence.
Jaeger
Definitive
says, "Why
statement.
are there flames in this hallway?" To which the captain responds, "I thought the ship is."
The ship is trying to kill us. That's
Oh,
what I thought, yeah.
we've made a mess of this.
Well, there's syntax errors everywhere you look.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
God, one syntax error. and the
Yes,
ship
you are
is
correct, King of
bursting
Autumn. I never was getting used to the. I was getting used to the bridle carrying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait a second. Does someone want Brian Blessed? Spot the old cat.
Not the old cat.
Before you go any further, 1, 2, 3, don't listen to me postulates a quandary. Who is speaking?
For are we all
Okay.
just one voice when you really think of it?
Why I say we drink to that.
So King of Autumn, we'll get Brian Blessed at some point, but for now the cat Spot the cat will continue to be Rene Auberginois.
Hey. I love you, Odo.
Cheshik, more horses.
You say.
It's the Millennium Flame, you simpleton. It will do more than burn our skin. It will erase our atoms entirely. If it spreads, it could undo the very Big Bang itself.
Jaeger stares at the wall of flames, considering what you've said.
We should put it out.
True words, Jaeger. True
You're a
words.
goddamn genius, man.
Well spoken.
He finally says.
That's my opinion list.
It's too big to be put out. We'll have to
say.
go around it.
You lead Jaeger past the fire. You head to a door. You open the door, and you see a massive empty room with a huge hole in the middle. You hear a hiss come from below. You look down into the hole.
Why did
Have
it
we
have
not
to be
found the
snakes?
communications array yet? Oh no. We haven't found the communications array yet?
I feel
No,
like the
we-
communications array might have been where the pit of flame was. And it's been eaten away.
Right.
That's,
right.
That's
So
what
there's
I
no
would-
escape.
What's our goal here? How are we going to stop this Millennium Flame that will erase the universe?
I'm
Right.
not sure.
That's a big
Perhaps
question.
Jaeger is right, and we do put it out somehow.
Well, but if we can't put it out, how do we contain it? The Fakir, so those who are here for our Monday world building streams,
Right.
check
Here's a
us
little
out.
lore drop with Eric.
The Fakir live in a giant ocean in the middle of nothing, right? Like a giant lake of water. Perhaps we could smother the flame in their giant lake of
In the
ethereal
Great
ocean.
Water.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The Great Water? The Big
Great,
Water.
the Great
If we
Water,
can get to
something
the
like that.
deck, we can steer the ship towards their planet, perhaps.
Ah,
It's not a planet. Tis indeed
just a
tis
ball
indeed
of
a
water.
massive.
We can
just a
steer
ball
the
of
ship
water,
to their
and it is
ball of
called-
water, perhaps. If we're going to be pedantic
I
about
believe
it.
it's called the Big.
Big water.
I believe it's called the Big Water.
Ah,
A
yes.
Big
definitive
Water.
Statement.
We shall steer it to the big water.
You hear a hiss come from below, and you look down in the hole. You peer down, seeing a hissing, writhing mass of snakes. You jump back in shock.
God.
I just pressed enter. I wanted to see what they were putting in there. What the hell is that?
That's a nest of hyperactive anacondas.
How do you
Oh,
says.
just like this. Terrifying. Oh.
Thank you, Jaeger. That'll do.
That'll
His
do.
vascularity is palpable. You
Oh.
close the door and hear a
Oh,
hiss.
no.
Hiss. You turn and see a massive ball python staring at you in the face, ready to strike. Why?
It's like a
Why would we
rat
bring a
king.
snake pit on a colony ship?
Well, it's an ark, right? Two of every animal.
They just got
Two
a
of
little
every kind of
busy.
snake.
I see you've
Yeah,
thrown
we
some
forgot to
Bloodborne
freeze.
into your Star Trek.
So it's the cryo pit for the two snakes.
Yeah.
However, we forgot to freeze them in the journey, and
They've
just
just
been
multiplied.
it's been going at it, and now there's a ball python, a
Oh,
rising
God.
wrath, a rat
Oh.
king of pythons.
God, why now in the far future did we ever give snakes the vote? Why?
It's this kind of political commentary we ask you on the show.
I
for.
think that, Anthony, is a perfect moral quandary.
Take a sip. King of Autumn poses an answer, and in all caps he says, "Because fiction."
Because fiction.
In space, pythons, hyperactive pythons, by the way.
Yeah,
breed
they're
like-
hyper.
what's the
That's why
difference
they're
between-
breeding so fast.
That's true. In this low gravity, high oxygen environment, they become highly oxygenated, hyperactive anacondas. It's too much happening in their blood. Oh my God! Look at this giant snake's head protruding from the ball of anacondas.
No, thank you.
Quite horrific.
Beyond the python is a dedicated transport tube. According to your map, it will lead you straight to the pilot's deck.
Ooh.
You've got to get to it. There's also the possibility of taking an emergency transport to the pilot's deck. If there's one thing you've learned, it's that you can't trust the ship to transport you anywhere safely.
It's true.
It's too bad Jaeger had to sacrifice himself for you. To
Wait,
survive
what?
this one.
What?
You open the door
Oh, he left
and
a while
again head
ago.
to the room.
I'll fight the snakes. You
He
go
was
on
in the room
ahead.
with the snakes with us. Did he just jump into the pit off screen?
I like the idea that you run to the transport pod. You're like, "Bye, Jaeger. Have fun with the snakes."
It's like you
I'm
could've
so
just-
sorry.
Sorry, you have
You'll
to
be
sacrifice yourself for
forgotten."
me.
You could have just walked around, but like he just I'll take care of these snakes.
Now, this is a moral quandary. Do you leave your friend to fight a giant pit of snakes when you transport to the bridge?
I don't do. Do we like that he
I
just
said yes,
sacrificed
we do.
himself off screen? If he's going to
Off-screen.
sacrifice himself, I want it to be a moment. Right?
I like Jaeger.
Well,
I,
he did say a while ago that he wants to punch something.
It's true.
So the first thing
that
we
wasn't the
come across
text, though. That was
has
just
a head.
me. That was me.
He died as happy as he lived, punching snakes.
Punching fire, punching
Which
snakes.
is to say moderately so.
There's one thing to be
the
said about him.
fire,
If he
yeah.
could punch it, he did.
Listen to me. I didn't join the Swole Patrol so I could go around not punching things.
All right. What am I doing here? Are we continuing with this? Or are we
Country
undoing
Bun
it?
says he died off screen, which is in cinematic tradition means he's not actually
Actually
dead.
dead.
All right, I can
So
live
he'll
with
come
that.
up again later. Yeah, we're okay with that?
I can live with that.
I think, yeah.
Great, awesome.
Look at him in
We
that snake
see the
pit.
doors close as he's in there grappling some snakes, and we're like, oh, it's too bad he had to sacrifice himself.
Look at
They
that
have a
silhouette
a
of him
universe
in
to
the picture,
save.
Jack. Look
Wow.
at his shoulders.
Wow.
Those
Not
are some
often,
shou-
not often you see a silhouette in white on a stark
You
contrast to
snakes
the
will
black,
not
but
get the
it's-
best of me.
Do his eyes glow in the dark?
Yes, they do
I
now.
love
I'm gonna,
We've
I'm gonna,
established that off the top.
I'm gonna
Actually, that
punch
is
you and
true.
get a twin bloodstone shard.
I'm going to summon my lower brother. Lower brother. My lower brother is what they call younger brothers in this universe.
the
it was
Vor-
going to be a
Vortal word for
Bloodborne co-op joke, but I lost it, so it's
I'm
fine.
gonna get the Madras whistle.
Thanks. I like it when my guests make my jokes funnier than me.
I've never played Bloodborne. I'm just gonna drink.
Nor have
To be
I.
honest, neither have I. So
Wait.
Jack, don't try and make jokes about things you've.
No, he's
I'm
played.
trying to play it.
He's played. He's just not gotten very far. It's
All right,
okay.
that's a
Yeah,
difference.
so it
It's very-
barely counts.
It's a very
yeah.
difficult game.
It's a
All right.
scary game, and yes, it's also very difficult. That's the
It
real
is a
reason,
scary game the
obviously,
first
yes.
time around.
It's
Okay.
too bad Jaeger had to sacrifice himself for you to survive this long. You open the door again and head to the room again. You punch the emergency jumpstart code. Learned back? You learned back in your account. I've had a lot of martini.
Yes.
You punch in the emergency jumpstart code. You learned back in your academy days. You hope it still works. The transport tube whirs to life. You step in and are whisked away to the pilot deck.
Does this feel like our Act 2 break?
I
never
want one
mind.
more quip.
Okay, great. Very.
You say,
Oh.
Suspiciously easy.
what kind of
Classic
conflict
mistake.
awaits us on the deck?
What kind of pathetic fallacy? What kind of foibles await us in our hubris?
I'm detecting one heat signature.
You say, looking at a human-shaped blob on the screen.
One. Jaeger.
Yeah!
Are you sure it isn't two?
Aha! No, but I only see one, and it was you, you little son of a bitch.
You say,
Maybe it's hiding the other one.
you sigh. You're not good at these games.
Maybe it's a baby.
Jaeger suggests.
They're small and hard to see.
Yeah, you
Because
haven't
they're
changed
small?
a bit.
Can we drink to forget that? I feel like
Yes.
We're just like, yes, Jaeger. He just gave himself like the sacrifice.
And he was
is
like,
so
maybe you're a
nothing.
big dumb baby who
What?
doesn't understand.
They were just steaks. It's just a couple of steaks.
Wait, we're forgetting this?
Yeah, we're gonna drink to forget.
Oh,
It doesn't make any. I know it's nice that Jaeger showed up, but it makes no sense.
King of Autumn. It's so funny. You're talking Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas now. That's Rene Auberginois.
Yeah, it is.
Since you were asking before, that is also the voice of Rene Auberginois.
He was also one of the first voices of Peter Parker ever
Oh yeah.
on like a weird rock album. That's what I genuinely talked to him about that when I met him, and I was very thankful. He was
Just sliding in that you met him.
talked
yeah.
about Regina
Yes.
Auberginois like several times, Noah. You've been sitting on that fact the whole time.
Damn.
yes, I have.
That is a deep cut fact. I feel like that's
Wow.
one you should have shared immediately.
Oh, really?
You
Well,
know the man personally.
I knew it. Yes, I knew him personally.
He
Had
was
a- had a
keeping the
slack
fact
Down
hidden
over a rousing
like
game
Jaeger.
of backgammon? Like what happened?
Oh wait, did we go back? Did we?
Yeah,
This
we
doubling
did.
game is strong.
Okay,
I
so
killed you
Jaeger's
again.
not. So,
You
okay,
say.
Suspiciously easy. Terrific.
You say sarcastically. The transport takes you from the engine room to the engine room. You step
Wait,
out.
No, I need to stay in the pilot deck. What?
Maybe the pilot deck is at the engine room.
Part of
You
the
know,
same. Yeah.
Space. It could be anywhere. You step out, and are blasted with scalding hot steam.
Ouch.
And quickly dry off from your humidity tent.
Ah, yes, my humidity tent.
The
Must be on
reverse
your
sauna.
multi-tool. The room is large and grey with pipes and machinery everywhere. It's in the very center of the room. There's a large spherical engine with silver pipes leading out and connecting to the walls. The pipes run throughout the ship, delivering steam to all its
A
parts.
steam-powered spaceship.
I was about to say, is this a steamship?
I think this large gray sphere is the pilot deck. You climb inside. You get a 360-degree view of
Yes,
everything.
the pilot engine.
Yes.
Deck engine.
It's very hot in there, however. That's why you need the
Engine
flight
pilot.
suit.
Yes.
Problem solved.
Ah.
Ah, see, I can do lore.
Well said, Jack. Well said.
Thank you. Well spoken. Shall we take an Act 2 break? Is this a good... yes, I said that about myself. Should we take an Act 2 break and play a quick game to refresh our memories and get those just joining us now caught up on the story thus far?
All right.
Would you
let's-
rather play Never Have I Ever, every time I say this, would you rather play I Like My, or Fortunately, Unfortunately?
Let's play Fortunately,
Thunderdome?
Unfortunately.
Let's do
today.
Fortunately, Unfortunately, Thunderdome edition, as we play here, is a game where back and forth, Anthony, we go down the line. What's the order on the screen, Jesse?
It is you, then Anthony, then Eric, then myself, then Noah.
Right. So I will pose a fortunate situation, such as, fortunately, I just got my driver's license. Then you, Anthony, next in line, would say, unfortunately, and then completely derail that plot with saying, but your
Unfortunately, I
car's
don't
on
have a
fire.
car.
Yes, and then someone will say, fortunately, there's a car dealership down the road, and so on. If at any point you take too long to answer, as sort of generally judged by us, we just yell, you're taking too long. You're eliminated.
Damn.
And we go until there was one man left standing.
Damn.
We're going to do a fun little sci-fi themed one, and I will say that, fortunately, I just got my space pilot's license.
Unfortunately, I don't own a space boat.
Fortunately, there's a boat dealership down the way.
Unfortunately, I have no money.
Fortunately, though, I do have a pretty decent paying job.
Unfortunately, I was fired yesterday.
Fortunately, this is space, therefore it's legal to kill my former employer.
Unfortunately, I have no arms and no means to hold a gun.
Fortunately, I do have opposable toes.
Unfortunately, I broke my toes the other day.
Fortunately, I can get cyber toes from a nearby station.
Unfortunately, cyber toes are also too expensive.
Fortunately, my brother is a young Cybertoe inventor and is looking to do things at scale.
Unfortunately, I have no idea where he is.
Fortunately, we do keep in well contact through our holophone.
Unfortunately, I lost my phone.
Fortunately, I am a psychic.
Unfortunately, I'm very tired and psychic powers need good amounts of rest.
Fortunately, I have plenty of time to take a nap before my pilot's exam.
Unfortunately, on our planet, the sun stays risen for about 42 hours, and it's the first hour of that.
Fortunately, I'm capable of digging a hole to lie in.
Unfortunately, as we formally recounted, I have no hands.
Oh, shit. I'm out. I'm out. I've been eliminated by logic. Damn it.
All right, to start a new story thread. Anthony, start a new story thread.
Oh god, in space?
Yeah, sci-fi.
Okay. Fortunately, I got double rations of corpse meal today.
Unfortunately, they make me incredibly sick.
Fortunately, I can give them to someone I don't like and watch the carnage.
Unfortunately, I like everybody.
Unfortunately, nobody likes me.
Fortunately, I live alone.
Unfortunately, I am... I don't know.
Oh! Eliminated!
All right, how about... Fortunately, a new hyperdrive unit has just been developed.
Unfortunately, it requires vast amounts of energy that we can hardly harness.
Fortunately, we can exploit other species to mine it for us. What?
Unfortunately, a lot of our own population are a bit squeamish about that.
Fortunately, we do have large corporations still, and they don't care.
Shit.
Look! Noah, start
Eliminated! One-on-one! The final showdown, everybody.
All right. So, fortunately, oh shit! I'm
Eric by default.
Hold on. I will start one for you, and then you two
Okay.
take it away. Like again, it's like I'm
Alright,
tossing the
alright.
ball up between the two jugglers.
okay.
Fortunately, I'm on the first trip to Mars.
Wait, who goes next, Jack?
I'll assume-
That would be Eric. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't bring any of my family.
Fortunately, I wasn't close with them anyways.
Unfortunately, I am so lonely right now.
Fortunately, there were a couple other people that were able to get onto this trip.
Unfortunately, they're all very ugly.
Fortunately, I have low standards.
Unfortunately, I've just recently got new eyes, and it's niggling in the back of my head.
Close call there.
Boo, too slow.
Too low.
That's fair. I couldn't get over the new eyes.
No one can, Noah. No one can. Oh, shit. I
Eric,
gotta...
you are the champion of fortunately, unfortunately, but also unfortunately. 60 seconds on the clock. Got to give us a full recap from the very top up till now
God.
of our adventure. Anthony, would you like to be our obnoxious countess once again?
The Comte du Comte?
Comte du obnoxious.
Go.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Space. It's big and easy to lose yourself in everyone that you know, and sometimes you're lost with nothing but a small cat creature. You'll call it Spot and look for help, and you'll find a help in a big man with 4 eyes named Jaeger. But soon, right when you think you've got your footing falls away, and it's nothing but flame! Flame that will be saved by your new friend. But soon the tax collectors will come, and he's got a shady past. It's not a good person to be around, so you run to the next room. But snakes! Snakes in a pit! But that's what Jaeger's wanted all along, for what is a man if not something to punch? Snakes! So you'll leave him as he valiantly fights the snakes as you jump into the tube and transport away, and you'll find yourself in a steamy room, and in that steamy room, the steam will go to other rooms, and soon steam will be everywhere. But this is suddenly where you need to be, because here is where you will be able to steer the ship to extinguish that Millennium Flame, that flame which threatens the
You're done.
existence of life itself.
You did it.
Okay.
Oh. Ready to enter the final act? Do we have a name for the story before we go in? Anyone got a pitch? I feel like the Millennium Flame is a kick-ass name.
I think Millennium Flame is actually a dope title.
Jaeger's game.
Jaeger's game. Jaeger's game, the Millennium Flame. A little rhyming subtitle there. Or, Gilbert's Arc. And
Gilbert, there's a lot of really self
In
like,
space,
good titles.
no one can see you smoke.
I'm going to go with the Millennium Flame. I think that's quite nice.
Millennium's like,
Book 1 in
Sorry.
the Jaeger's
no, Jaeger's game was kind of a joke.
No.
That's the one that
It'll be
jokes.
Millennium.
Some people either really, really liked my recap and decided to follow along, or they might all be bots.
They're all bots.
To be honest, they're all named Hoss and then a series of numbers. Shout out to the
Still
3
got
new
that
bots joining the ranks today. Thank you for becoming part of my cyber terracotta army. Happy to have you with me. Let us
And
move on
if
now.
you'd like to support the channel, just remember 001 0111 001.
We have
little bit of
Binary
bot
joke
humor for you there.
you robots.
What did you call my mother? Let's move on into the final act of this, the Millennium Flame.
All
Oh,
right.
that didn't have as much kick as I thought it would. Hold on. Wait 1 moment. Let's move now into the final act of this, the Millennium Flame.
You step inside the spherical engine and scan the control panel. Your brow furrows. The controls are in a strange alien language. You can't operate the engine. And there's a klaxon alarm that begins sounding. The loud horn makes your ears ring. You exit the engine room and return to the transport tube. After a moment of careful thought, you decide to head back to the storage facility.
Weird.
Like the storage facility. I think the narrator's starting to melt.
The punchline is so worth it, though.
It's large, black, empty space with silver flooring. Unlike the storage facility, it contains several boxes and shipping containers for storing items. I had a few martinis. We like to have fun here.
Dungeon, you're drunk.
It's a moral quandary. Do we store things in this storage facility?
What kind of storage facility has shipping containers and storing facilities?
There's a lot of storage crates in here. This kind of storage
facility, if not just a room.
Let's try this again. Drink to forget, everybody.
Drink to forget.
Unless you're Eric, in which case you could lay off of it for a bit.
No,
Don't
never.
Tell me what to do, Jack. You scour the walls for a language button, but find nothing. Perhaps you.
Language button. Where is it? Anywhere.
There must be
Just
a
cycle
language
through
button
all
somewhere.
of them.
It's set on alien.
Yeah. Change it to human.
Perhaps you have to turn. Perhaps you have to turn the ship off by other means.
Turn it off.
Trying to turn the ship on.
There's an emergency shutdown button.
No. What?
It'll shut the ship off in 5 minutes. It would be shut down. It would shut down the ship immediately, but there's no power.
Which is to say that the ship is already shut down.
You could set the pipes to explode using the manual override, which is on the opposite side of the engine.
Just got to
think
turn around.
that's a good idea.
This isn't what we want. We would like to steer the ship towards the big water. However, the AI is not aware of what our goal is.
You say.
Hang the shut-off button. I need to find the turn-on button.
You set the pipes to explode and
What?
No!
No!
Turn on the explosion.
One of them shows
Crank
a
the
large
explosions
bag.
on.
I think we found a moral quandary, which is just... What is turning on if not violently exploding? And
My.
An engine is just a series of
mother
controlled
watches this
explosions.
It's really, though, really.
I think we should let the AI know that our plan is to fly the ship to the big water, which is to say we should undo and say, instead of hang the shut-off button, I need to turn on the ship and fly to the big water.
Yeah.
Let it know. Otherwise, it's going to be like, you would like to activate explosion mode? Why, there's many a way to do so.
I need to find a quippy way to say it.
Oh, good. Yes, very important. Let's admire Noah's
flame takes
alien
a big
control panel
water.
here. That's good. Noah's control panel here. 3 inscrutable buttons. 3 holes in which to stick various items. A long strip of what could only be described as a barcode reader. And a flange on the left for twiddling when bored. Also, pedals like an organ.
Of course.
How else would you control steam, Jack?
Release valves on every side.
Yeah, it's all. You don't know what the alien race that pilots this is like.
I would like to say that the alien race piloting this has the worst camera placement I've ever seen, which is to say 3 random pipes leading to other pipes that seem to have no significance whatsoever.
Well, that's because you're not an alien, Jack.
You're right. I'm sorry. This is
just
very
a pipe
prejudiced
organ.
against aliens.
Being very normative, Jack.
You're right. I'm
Is
being
it-
pipe
Open your
normative.
mind. Moral
Also-
quandary, Jack. Do we judge the pipes that other aliens like to look at? Or do we accept their pipes for what they are, beautiful and full of steam?
You're I would drink to that quandary. If only to not have to answer it.
You say.
No explosions today, sadly. I need to turn the engine on and fly the ship towards the big water. It's the only way to extinguish the Millennium Flame. I suppose Jaeger's crazy idea is our only hope after all.
You decide to open the engine's bypass valve. You turn the valve counterclockwise, and steam begins to flow through new pipes. The central spherical engine begins shaking violently.
Oh, God.
You brace yourself, but fall over from the shaking.
Oh, God.
You
I don't
pick
have core
yourself
strength.
up and continue turning the bypass valve until the shaking stops. The central spherical engine is now turning counterclockwise. You're dizzy from all the turning you've been doing lately. Maybe you should take a break.
What is this, a
You
Nintendo
should stop
Switch
and have
game?
a drink.
Yeah.
Wow, you've been playing for a long time.
You've been twiddling a lot of knobs lately. Wondering if maybe you could take it off. Lay it off.
Oh, God. Well, we did it, though. We turned the engine counterclockwise.
We did. And
Whatever
now-
it does. In true
Let's,
adventure game fashion, I don't know what that does, but
Yes, we've turned some knobs, and the game reacted to it. Let's grab the steering module. I don't know what that is. In this case, it's the leftmost pedal of the organ. We stick both of our hands and our nose through the 3 central holes and rub our chin along the sensor strip there in the middle to turn left and right.
I was just going to use the steering wheel, but this way sounds much more exciting.
I love the idea that we turn degrees of left and right based on the pedals we hit, but which are also based on the trajectory which we're already going,
Right. It's all relativistic pedal turning.
which is so confusing.
Jammer Girl says, Jack, you can never twiddle your knob too much.
Yes,
That's
you can.
what I keep telling him, Jammer.
It's called chafing. It's not pleasant.
Country
And
Button
on that
says,
note,
the
you
mysterious
yank open the
anger-
door.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was just going to read a cute quote, if I may.
Okay, go.
The Country Bun says the mysterious alien language is known as Spanish.
Spahanish.
Spanish. You say.
No time for breaks. The flame grows larger. Now that the ship is on, I've got to fly it into the big water.
You yank open the door to the pilot room. A blast of hot steam burns your face, but you don't care.
Yeah, push through it.
Yeah, God, no
My whole body's
burning,
been
is it?
burned by the flame anyway. I don't give a shit.
You jump inside the pilot room and immediately begin looking for controls. The entire room is filled with large levers and dials. You've never seen anything like this before in your life, even as a captain. You don't pilot the ship, you just tell it where to go. But you have 2.5 minutes to figure it out.
Ooh.
The ship
Whoa.
is picking up speed, hurtling towards the planet. How
We're
you
hurtling
figure it
towards
out?
the big water. I'm going to rename planet to Big Water here in the text, if I may.
Do it.
Bam. Done. It seems cross-speed overdrive. This instrument here does not wish to shut up when I tell it to.
Damn, this is an aggressive beat.
It's aggressive and unstoppable.
I like it.
Just like this arc.
You steady the ship using the wheel. You can at least keep it on course. If nothing else, you get in the pilot seat and sit down. You take the wheel and turn it to left and right. Left. Turn it left and right. The ship turns left and right. But that's all you can manage.
Good.
You push
We've
the.
established that at least.
You have no pitch. It's hard to go into 3D space.
Only yaw.
Only y'all. You push a red button on the dashboard, which opens the emergency boosters. The ship begins shaking as hundreds of booster rockets fire, propelling you forward at breakneck speeds. You manage to keep the ship on course. The ship shakes so violently that your teeth fall out. Then your bones fall apart.
Oh, Xander, you want to drink more milk, Xander?
Hey, you were mean to the ship. You lose 2 points.
All right.
No, this is salvageable, Jack. What are you talking about?
Moral quandary: is this salvageable?
We can work with this, right?
Your teeth and then your bones and everything's gone.
I left a brick on the gas pedal, so we're fine.
I think we can sip to haze, as it were, and which is to say, we remove the last 2 sentences,
2 sentences.
and we pick up from there. Yes.
Well, you don't want our teeth to fall out, Jack.
We could say the ship shakes violently. However, we need to remain handsome. So teeth falling out, absolutely not. Bones shaking apart. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but that sounds problematic.
Jack, may I remind you
That's
that
a
our
quandary.
skin has been burned and flesh melted
Oh
from the
God,
flame.
you're
We're
right.
not handsome anymore.
We are a fakir now.
Yeah.
Key.
Oh wait, that happened.
Please.
Uh-oh.
Well, I
I've
don't
been
know.
drawing him
in true
handsome this whole
space,
time.
Space opera fashion. We go through horrible hardship, but our wonderfully coiffed hair just gets a little dusty. Like that's
Yeah,
all
you're right. We
we
still
just
look
want to have.
majestic.
Yeah, I know. Like, and our makeup is never touched. I like how
about it,
the
says
AI
Santa has
decided
Deadpool
now
skin
to
now.
give us negative points.
Yeah, this is the first time the AI has interacted with us during this story. And that was to subtract 2 points.
The AI can kick sand.
Yeah. Who cares if you're mean to a ship that is trying to kill us in a flame?
That's a bold point, yes. Excellent. The burning and skin melting only happens in the book. In the movie, he's uninjured.
Sure.
All right. Well, what happens next? Now that our bones and teeth aren't breaking and
Well,
shattering.
yeah, now that they're not going. I mean,
I
who,
think we
who
found a
knows?
moral-
Anthony?
Squelching.
A moral quandary, a space moral quandary.
Okay.
Are movie interpretations as good as book interpretations?
This is
It depends.
unfair.
Some,
maybe.
alarmingly, are better.
Name one.
Ooh.
That's a great point. I'm not well versed in the pop culture. What is a
Checkmate.
film based on the book that's better than the book it is based upon? The Queen's Gambit.
Isn't that based on real events?
No, it's based on
AI,
the book.
AI Dungeon, what are you doing? What? I'm in the head, and I don't. This guy's off his rocker.
All right, let's
Take
go.
it away.
You punch a button that is marked with a diagram of a window. Despite not speaking the language of the ship, the pictogram is true and a large viewfinder pops up.
I love that.
The view is filled with a large blue shape that is growing larger and larger as you hurtle towards the big water. You look away from the viewfinder, and you see that you are flying directly towards an island shaped like a fish.
Which is good stuff.
This is a line of purple text at the bottom of the viewfinder. You look at the button
Viewfinder.
that reads U-turn and push it.
What?
The ship Darrow Breezes?
Darrow Beezes.
Darrow Beezes. Pivots. You are once again headed to space.
No.
The island shaped like a fish disappears, and the view as you leave the big water behind.
No!
Wait, no!
No! No.
I think the AI
Darrow
doesn't want us to
Beez.
extinguish the flame.
The AI is in on it.
You
This
hurtle
AI
towards the big water. It looks
According
like
to
either...
oneword.ws, Darrow Bees is not a valid Scrabble word and
Aha.
thusly does not exist in my opinion.
Done.
Carry on.
No.
We've drank to forget. It looks like it's either the map of the big water or a picture. But you don't have time to consider as you feel the force of gravity dragging you down.
I feel like it's pretty obviously the big water itself, right?
Yeah.
But it's a viewfinder. How
Is
can
that a
you
moral quandary? Is the picture of the big water?
Our image is
Famous.
real life.
Ceci n'est pas une big water.
Yeah. If you only look through a viewfinder for all of your life, do you actually see reality?
Plato's cave,
It is
right?
I
clearly
was about to
Plato's
say, I'm
allegory
pretty
of the
sure
cave.
Yeah.
Plato asked this.
That's a big
Famed
drink, guys.
astrophysicist Plato.
Thank you, Katru. The AI prefers the link the fire ending. Very good. Plim plim plum.
It looks like either a map of the big water or a picture, but you don't have time to consider it as you feel the force of gravity dragging you down. You close your eyes and hold on to the wheel for dear life.
If I may interrupt with a moral quandary, is a map not just a picture of a location?
I don't think that's a quandary. I think
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that's
struggling
I
to see
feel
the
like
quandary.
I've misunderstood the
I think you're just giving the definition of a map.
But ignore me. I'm just the lowly music
we
man.
usually do.
I want to participate in the adults game at the table, but I cannot.
Play the
You
song,
jolt
Jack.
forward as the ship hits the water. You hear a loud crash and feel pain shooting through your body. You open your eyes, which are filled with tears. You notice that you're in the water.
That's the moral quandary. Can you cry?
Under the sea.
Is that a moral quandary? Somebody tell me.
Not a moral quandary.
I think
simply,
we've broken Jack with this drinking game.
simply a
I
quandary.
don't know why I agreed to this.
Can you,
Can you cry?
like tears in the rain?
Tears are a separate substance from the water. They're made of a different solution.
Yet they both have a high saline content, Jack. Is
yes,
the
you can
ocean
cry
not
underwater.
just a big pool of the world's tears?
Well, if the Greeks are to believe, no, it's much more violent than that.
No. Made by
Never
a giant
believe
fish man. With a
King of Autumn's
stick.
asking the right questions here, though, which is where is Jaeger or Spot and the army of Fikakis?
I think they've all died
Right.
to the flame.
Okay.
Chamber Girl says, yay, Jack is mad. That I am. I live in a permanent state of angry.
He's angry.
Let's see.
You cough and sputter.
You jolt forward as the ship hits the water. You hear a loud crash and feel pain shooting through your body. You open your eyes, which are filled with tears. You notice that you're in the water. You cough and sputter, trying to tread water. You hope against hope that the Millennium Flame has been extinguished. You look up and are glad to see that it has. You hope that the other ships have also been destroyed and that you're the only one to escape the water. The others on the ship may have survived the crash, but they all died when the Millennium Flame was extinguished.
What?
The water is freezing cold. You don't feel it. The only thing you do feel is a sense of accomplishment and regret. Your comrades entrusted you with their lives, and you led them to their doom.
And then,
Fortunately,
a big strong arm scoops.
Ah! I mean, this is a
That's
pretty rad ending.
Kind of rad
I-
ending,
I
guys.
really
It's kind of cool as hell.
we haven't had a
We saved
downer
the
ending in a
universe.
while.
Okay.
I don't know. Downer. I'm
Sorry.
sorry. Sorry.
Can we do an epilogue?
Yeah, we'll
about-
do it.
Let's do an epilogue.
Let's
I
do
love
an
me a good
epilogue.
epilogue.
Damn.
Let's do it.
Spot spoke once, was Rene Auberginois one time.
Yeah, they paid him a lot.
We also had
for that
one
role.
instance of Shodan computer.
I appreciate
hey.
the effort put forward by this voice cast.
Yeah.
Jaeger and Spot escape the crash and swim to a nearby island. You tread water for hours, drifting in and out of consciousness. Eventually, you lose the strength to hold on anymore. As you sink in the water, you reflect upon your accomplishments and failures. The world will never learn of the sacrifices you made.
Good Lord.
Your name will be forgotten within a few short months. Your deeds will be written off as fiction. But you were real.
Well,
Wow. That's amazing.
Wow!
I remember,
Oh!
and I will tell the tale.
Jaeger heads off into the
Yeah, you will.
universe.
Spot
Hey,
by
a bunch
Wow.
of snakes, and I met this guy. He totally extinguished the Millennium Flame.
A bunch
Yeah.
of steaks and something else happened. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Wow. Guys,
What an ending.
What an ending.
It's pretty epic.
That was a pretty epic ending to a story.
To which this could loosely be called a story.
Yeah,
Jack,
per
have I-
definition. Yes.
Have we found a moral quandary? When does a story become a story? Is it at the end, or has it always been all along?
Or is a story only a story when you remember the person that was in it? I'm
It's a
bad at this,
story.
guys.
Is a story
Play the
only a
music, Jack.
story with someone to tell it?
Is that the song? Is a story a story?
Ooh.
Someone to tell it.
Ooh, with someone to tell it.
Oh. Well, that's
Speaking
for
of
you,
which-
chat.
Chat,
That's for you.
here's the deal. The moral quandary of the story. The moral quarry of the story. Friend, what happens now? Everybody in the chat, please give me your best song titles inspired by events, or a line, a phrase, a character, anything and everything, and I will pick the best one, enter that title into the AI, and have it generate for me a beautiful song that we will sing through. Go ahead, spam me with all of them. Yes.
Country Bun says, this has been Space Jam 3.
Yeah.
Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam.
Is that a Gregorian chant?
Dies irae.
Hey ho,
Yeah.
what you going to do?
Why don't you
Good.
lead us in a post-mortem?
All
Good
right.
So, song titles here. Oh, sorry. No, you
Yeah,
Well,
great stuff.
Anthony, totally not to stall time, but also to legitimately be entertaining people. We usually talk about what we learned at this point in the story, and there's a lot to learn today. A lot of moral
Oh my
quandaries that have been
God.
thrown at us. What did we learn today, Cast? This was a action-packed story.
okay. Sacrificing yourself to punch fire, not worth it. Bad
Not worth
choice. Sacrificing yourself to punch snakes, that's a little more worth it. You can accomplish some stuff there.
Yeah,
That might be a worthy death.
it's very quantifiable, like how many snakes you can punch.
Kapla.
Yeah, fire is a very uncountable thing.
I think friends can be found in the most unlikely of places, like a dark stairwell, smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Especially if they have 4 red glowing eyes in the dark.
Most unlikely.
I would
True
love to meet
friends.
his optometrist.
True friends are easy to see in the dark.
hmm Sometimes what you think is a 3-eyed cat is actually Brian Blessed.
All tax collectors are just strange fish people from outer space.
And
Well, I
truly,
can all-
Oh, go ahead.
And all strange fish people from outer space are tax collectors.
It's a tautology. We found it. Suck it, Aristotle.
And truly, the biggest moral quandary of them all, which is, what is a moral quandary?
Which is a map, not just a picture of places.
Something that has stumped philosophers since the Big Bang itself.
But truly, if I've seen a map, have I not seen the place of which the map depicts?
All right, guys.
A rare quote by Ferdinand Magellan: "If I have seen the map, truly, have I not seen the place that it depicts?" His last words, actually, before he sailed around Cape Cod.
And this comment but from Country Buns.
Mean, grim, green fishman from outer space featuring Renee Obergregoroid.
Very right.
I think that was that was my favorite Little Shop of Horrors song.
Here's the one that won them the Oscar, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As it rightly should.
I've learned today, if you're going to be drinking martinis on a show, have a hearty dinner.
Have a dinner.
Have a dinner before you go on the show, guys.
Put some carbs in you.
Simply Lawful says, I'm confused.
Welcome, confused.
Thanks for coming by.
We're all
Yeah, a little
confused.
late.
We're all confused.
Well, if you're confused, why don't you go check out the YouTube, where you can watch this perfectly cogent story right from the beginning.
Come tomorrow.
know-
It's done now. Because, Jack, aren't we streaming on YouTube right now?
Oh, you're right. We are streaming live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Hello to our YouTube viewer. I see you there. There's only one.
There's one of
you
us
see, it's a moral
There's one.
quandary. Do I watch it on Twitch or do I watch it on YouTube?
on YouTube.
But let's just let the audience know that it's all right to be confused, and that there's no shame in ignorance. You know, intelligence is, while nice, not some great virtue. And if you can solve your problems with ingenuity, or you can solve your problems by punching a bunch of things, who's to say which of those is the more moral of the two? The more
what a-
worthy of praise.
Unless you think that a map is just the same as seeing a picture. Seeing a picture of a place is the same as seeing a place.
Jaeger, you can't hide from me. I know that's you under there.
I'm well traveled.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah, there he is.
Ah, you got me.
What a wonderful theme and discussion, as today our song is a soulful ballad called What is a Moral Quandary? I'll be posting the link here into our Zoom chat.
No, seriously, what's a moral quandary? Everyone keeps saying this.
It's
I don't know what
it's-
they're talking about.
I will say that this song postulates this question quite heavily.
Ooh,
There we go.
Jacques.
Versus you a new link. So here's how this normally goes. We divvy up the verses and the chorus. Anthony, as our guest today, would you rather a verse, a chorus, or the bridge?
I'll do a verse because I feel like I want to do
Ooh, all right.
my
First
boy
or
Jaeger.
second?
Hold on, I gotta get into this thing first. Let's do the first.
First verse is yours, starting us off.
Strong.
All right. Who is doing our choruses?
I'll do the chorus this time.
All right. And Jesse, bridge or verse 2?
I haven't done the bridge in a while. That sounds fun.
Bridge is yours. Verse 2 is mine. Friends, this is
Hold on.
what is a moral quandary.
No. You gotta wait. You gotta give me like 20 seconds.
Wait, 20 seconds.
I type. I gotta type.
You gotta. All right.
Should
fine.
I? All right.
No, it's fine. I can vamp.
Okay.
for a
Verse
while.
1.
You got it. You good?
Okay.
Oh, you haven't even read the material. We're diving right in.
No. We're diving right in.
Great. Okay. A soulful ballad. What is a moral quandary? And let me give you a little bit of an intro here. You can just sort of sing whenever you feel we have arrived at tonic.
All right. Okay. Oh, it's very mournful. How can I save the world when it doesn't want to be saved? When all good people do is fade away, how can I give the world a great big kick or punch in the head? When everyone's so caught up in their own selfish needs, how can I succeed? By cheating or deceiving? No, that's not the way I was raised. So what am I supposed to do? Is it my duty to still help you when all you do is abuse me? Why should I care for you at all?
What is a moral quandary?
What is it? I don't know.
Can someone please explain it to me?
Even just a definition.
If I have all this power, why can't I alter the groove of history's hand? It seems that no matter what I do, there's gonna be people who get hurt too. I need to take a stand. But which side is right? The one for me. Who is the fool? Who is the knave? Who is the hero? Who is the traitor? Is it you? Or is it me?
I've tried to stay out of this mess, but it's time for me to finally choose. I cannot let them die, even if I have to die too. Just to prove a point, I'll sacrifice my own life. So many haters and jealousies, they'll all must cease to exist to forgive. But have we not learned from our mistakes? I don't want to see anyone else fall.
With all four eyes.
Oh, what have I done? Who is the fool?
What is a moral quandary?
I don't know.
Can someone please explain it to me?
It's the second time I'm asking.
I have all this power, why can't I alter the groove of history's hand? It seems that no matter what I do, There's gonna be people who get hurt.
Because I punched them.
I need to take a stand. But which side is right? Which side is the right one for me?
Why is there good and evil? Why can't we all just get along? Why do the wrongs keep happening? And will they ever stop once and for all? Does anyone have the answer? Is it something we were never meant to know? Can we learn from our own history? Or will we repeat it anyway? Someone please tell me before it's too late. Will someone please tell me?
What is a moral quandary?
Seriously, no one's gonna answer me.
When someone please explain it to me.
I mean, like, come on.
If I have all this power,
Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise.
why can't I alter the groove of history's hand?
Or its feet. Or whatever.
It seems that no matter what I do,
No matter how hard I punch these snakes.
there's gonna be people who get hurt.
Me?
Someone needs to take a stand.
I guess I'll jump in this pit.
God knows the snakes won't. They don't even have legs.
Makes me so mad.
One more time. Tell me what is a moral quandary? I don't know. Just tell me.
Nice.
I have all of this
Before it's
power.
too late. Before it's too late.
I can't alter the groove.
Well, just
history
punch
then.
and punch and punch and
Just a man. No matter what I do,
punch and punch.
somebody gets hurt.
Let the waters take me.
It's too late.
At least I can save this talking cat.
Millennium Flame.
Goodbye, my friend. Damn.
Goodbye.
Damn, Slun.
Damn. Country Bun says Eric's hand gestures are killing it. King of Autumn
Acting.
says singing intensifies.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but my chair has been sinking this whole show.
I thought you were just shrinking, Eric.
It's a moral quandary. If a man shrinks, does he really lose his stature?
I thought maybe the martinis were making you like just
knows?
shrivel up.
Shrink down. Yeah.
It's a moral quandary. How can the martini be dry if it's wet?
If it's so wet. Yet it leaves no moisture so
Oh,
quickly.
boy. Okay.
I just don't see the moral implications of a martini. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't get it.
If the glass is very big, is it really a martini?
All right, friends. If you enjoyed the show today, thank you. Thank God. Yes. At least that makes one of us. You can find us on YouTube over at AI Dungeon Crawlers. This VOD will be up tomorrow morning if you missed anything. don't worry whatsoever. The whole show will be there for you to enjoy in its wonder and glory. You can also find us at AI Dungeon Crawlers on Instagram, where we have some lovely clips and bite-sized bits as well as announcements as to when we're going live and the genre. Alternatively, if you want to be a little bit more in person and intact with all that stuff, you can type !Discord into the chat. Thank you, Jesse. And you can join our community there where we have one-on-one convos, planning our next shows, chats about movie nights on Thursdays. This week we watched Dune 1984 from Mr. David Lynch, which was
obviously
wild
it helped a lot. It clearly helped a lot.
It
Many
definitely
machines
set...
on X. Oh, yes.
Today's score was lovingly inspired by Toto. Dune is wacky and very cool. Thank you to Spud Wizard for joining us on movie night. It was a lovely time. Wacky, very cool movie. If you want to support the show, of course, you can subscribe, follow. We have a tip jar down below. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting?
I think you've gotten it all.
Why, for the first time ever.
It's a true quandary, Jack. If you've
No,
forgotten it,
no,
did it ever
Eric.
really exist?
No, Eric. No more
I've
quandaries.
still got a sip of martini.
Oh, boy.
All right, fine, take it.
More quandaries?
And as every week we do, we impart upon the audience.
May I plug one final time?
Oh, please, plug away.
Oh, yes. Wrong Station on iTunes, Google Play, or your favorite podcast listening service. At The Wrong Station on Twitter.
A wonderful show. Big recommend. Very funny.
Thank you.
Very dry, very witty, and incredible writing and incredible performances by our friend Anthony. And who's your co-host / co-writer in that show?
Alexander Saxton and Jacob Duarte Spiel.
So many wonderful names of wonderful people. Thank you for the spiel, Anthony. Thanks, but you never heard that one before. Every week, what we do, one word at a time, we construct a meaningful sentence to impart upon our audience as a sort of get out of here and remember this forever. And the order, Anthony, you're going to go after Eric. That's all you need to know. Ready to go? All
Okay.
right, here we go. Moral
Quandaries.
Needn't.
B.
So,
damn.
Hard.
To understand.
True words, never spoken. Moral quandaries needn't be so damn hard to understand.
Or do they?
Now.
No! Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you all on the Discord, and we'll see everybody else here on Monday. Get here.
You folks have a nice night now.
Oh, yeah, you will. Especially after hearing that.